Hi Facebook family, Sarah Louise here. So this is part 2 today that follows on from yesterday's Facebook Live. So if you haven't had a chance to watch yesterday's Facebook Live, I did a video talking all about how to find your target audience. So it's about how to find your perfect client, your perfect customer, your perfect team member. So it is definitely worthwhile if you are an online marketer or have any kind of online business. It will be beneficial to you to watch yesterday's video, because until you understand who your target audience is, you're always going to be winging it and you're always going to be getting lots of no's. So once you understand who you should be marketing to, you can then plan your marketing strategy and you'll have much better results, which means that you'll get less no's and you'll get better conversions. And at the end of the day, 1, we're here to make money, 2, we're here to have a better future for ourselves, and 3, we're meant to be making this duplicatable for other people that can come in and learn what we do and be able to get results as well. So we want to make it as simple and as fun as possible, so that when people join that have zero experience, they can listen to what we say to do, follow the training, and also get results. So today's video is a follow-on from... Sorry, I thought Gizmo was going to start barking then. So today is a follow-on video. Just bear me 1 second. Just going to wait for a few more people to get on. I thought he was going to start barking, a jogger's just gone past. So today's video is all about storytelling, and again this is very effective as a strategy if you are any form of an online marketer. So whether you are in a franchise, whether you are a coach, a consultant, internet marketer, affiliate marketer, MLM, network marketer, any kind of online business at all, you will see better results if you learn the art of storytelling. So I'll just wait just so I can see a few more people get on, and then I will make a start, just so people aren't missing any of the content. So I'm just gonna have a quick drink of my hot lemon water, being healthy. I've got a party weekend coming up, so I'm trying to just be slightly healthy before the weekend kicks off. Gizmo! Giz, come here. Right, so I'm going to make a start. So storytelling falls into 2 different types. You've got your story and you've got the prospect's story. They are completely 2 different stories, but what's going to make you relatable to many people out there is your transformational story, and people will connect with you and your story and find you relatable, because people connect emotions here and here to storytelling. So what you need to do first of all is your story. Do not confuse this with your success story. Your success story is a completely separate story. The story that I want you to lead with, which is part of your brand, which is part of who you are, is a condensed version of who you were, and then the point in your life where there was change, whether it was something horrible's happened in your life, whether you just had enough, something had to change at some point and you turned a corner. You might have literally hit rock bottom and thought, do you know what, enough's enough, I've got to change my life, something's got to change, something's got to give. This is your story. This is what you need to lead with in business, because this is what's going to make you relatable to the masses. So don't fool your story thinking, well, I haven't made any sales yet, I haven't had any commissions yet, I haven't even got a team member yet, I don't have a story. Every single person in this world has a story, whether it's good, bad or ugly. And we are who we are today because of what's happened in our life and what has moulded us. Whether there's been unfortunate events and whether there's been amazing events, they have moulded us into the person that we are today. But that is what makes you who you are. So be confident, and even if things have, gone terribly wrong in your life, they have for many people as well. A lot of marketers seem to miss out the part of their life where it was really shit, and they talk about how amazing it is and how successful they are. but I believe that people will connect with you in here and here far more if you talk about how bad things were at some point in your life, but you turned it around and you didn't quit. That makes you inspirational to people. That gives other people hope that if you've shown that you can do it, then they then start to believe that they can. That's what then makes you inspiring. And it's better to inspire others and motivate others than it is to try and pitch and sell to other people. So think about a condensed version of your story. You need to keep it short and sweet, and I'm going to tell you the reasons why. So you need to talk about what you've been doing briefly. Sorry, big B. Talk about what you've been doing briefly, but then what was something that happened in your life? What was that turning point where you thought, I don't want to do this anymore. I just don't want to do this anymore. I want my life to be better. I want a better future for either myself, my family. Something happened in your life that made you want to change. That is the most powerful part of your story, and that is the key element that you have to get across when you're talking to anybody. At that point then, you have to talk about where you're going. So it's not so much where you've come from that matters. Keep this bit small. It's the change, which is the centre part, and then it's where you're going, and it's all about your future going forward and what you want to do. So it's not what you market, it's why you market it. It's not what you sell, it's why you sell it. It's not what you do, it's why you do it. That enables you then to have a story in each of those three elements. Where if you're trying to just sell a product, market a product, talk about, making money, it's all very pitchy, and you're going to repel people. If you tell people why you wake up on a morning, what your passions are, what your interests are, how you like to help others, how by helping others it's enabled you to change your life, it's a story. We don't have to be a best-selling Amazon author to be a storyteller. All you have to do is talk in a way where you're leading from the heart, and that is literally all you have to do. So every time you create content now, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Instagram, YouTube, in your email marketing, whether you're on the phone, whether you're in Messenger, I want you to think about it more in a storytelling way. So then moving on now to your prospects story. If you're not getting many conversions at the moment, you're not getting many sales, you're not getting many team members, you're struggling to recruit, chances are you're not incorporating storytelling into your conversations with your potential prospects. If you've put a post up on social media where people have reached out to find out more information, if you're not actually having conversations with these people to get them to open up and tell their story, then at that point then they're not going to buy, because people buy on emotion and they follow up with logic. So you've got to find out what is the problem. So when you're talking to people, you need to find out, what they do as a job. When they tell you, openly then ask, are they happy? Do they enjoy it? Is there anything that they wish they could change? If you ask them if they've got a holiday booked this year and they say no normally means because they can't afford a holiday. So then you kind of need to push a little bit more to find out the reasons why, but do it in a genuine, caring way, because what you're doing is you're trying to get them to open up about their story and get them to tell you briefly about their life and then what they want to change. And what at that point then, when they're telling you things that they want to change, you're technically that little hero that's coming along and going, well, I'm going to be that person that's going to show you how to change your life, how to show you how to have a better future going forward, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing that's enabled me to change my life. Then you go back briefly to your story, and then you go back again to theirs and say, well, I've been able to change this, this and this in my life to be happier, more confident, more financially secure, time freedom, location freedom. They're going to start to think, well, I want that too. So you need to find out, are they not having enough time with the family and friends? Are they living paycheck to paycheck? You can then come back and be that hero that they're looking for, to say, well, I have got a solution to all of that if you do what I do. But if you're not asking people the questions in Messenger and you're going straight in with a, are you interested in this business? Would you like to do this? Would you like to join that? Then they're not thinking and they're not feeling anything from that message. Where if you're taking the time to ask them questions first and look like you genuinely care and you're actually getting to know this person and you're getting them to open up, if they open up, it means they trust you. People buy from people they know, like and trust. If they're telling you their problems and they feel comfortable enough to tell you about their financial problems, or they're not seeing the partner, they're not having enough time with the children, they're not able to have a holiday, they haven't got enough retirement fund, people will be very open with you, even as strangers. Just like people are very open, like with their hairdresser, for example. They need somebody to talk to. And it's better for them to do it with somebody that doesn't know them, because they're not going to be judged like they would be by the family and friends, which is why they often will not talk to people they know. So they will actually feel like you've taken a weight off the shoulders by them just being able to talk to somebody about it. And at that point then is when you can say, well, I'd like to show you what it is that I do. And then at that point then, you are literally just providing a solution to what they're looking for. At no point in that conversation have I needed to pitch something. I've not had commission breath where I've been thinking about this for my own gain. I've genuinely been thinking all about them. But what I would advise you to do is when you start speaking to people in Messenger, which you should be doing daily, 50% of your 100% a day should be speaking to new people, generating fresh leads, because that's how you make money. Things like your content creation should be as little as 10%. The main bulk of your day should be generating new leads, building new relationships and speaking to fresh people every single day, telling your story, getting them to tell theirs. Liking people's comments and liking people's posts all the time in Facebook is not an income generating activity. Speaking to people and relationship building is, and that is what a lot of people are falling into the trap of, is going through the news feed, liking and commenting. That's not getting to know that person. That's just supporting their post and them supporting yours. But what will get you the sales and the conversions and the genuine friendships and the genuine relationships is having a one-on-one conversation. Now, whether you choose to do that in Messenger, whether you'd rather get on the phone and do like a Skype call, whether you'd like to do a face-to-face like Zoom, or whatever it is that you prefer to do, but you will not make sales unless you have a one-on-one conversation with people. So look at what you're generating on a monthly basis, sales-wise, and then think, well, if you're not satisfied with what you're doing, you have to think, are you doing things right? And I'm not here to, make you feel bad. I'm here to encourage you, to say, if you're not getting results, chances are you're just not speaking to people and having actual, true conversations, because there's so many people out there that desperately want to change their life, that you need to be that person that's going to help them do it. And the only way you will do that is by speaking to them. So on a piece of paper, when you're talking to people in Messenger or on the phone, there's going to be certain things that are coming up every time you speak to people. There's going to be certain things where they're either going to talk about not enough time with their family and friends, they're going to talk about being sick of doing the same thing day in, day out in an office job, no freedom to go on holiday when they want. There's going to be things coming up all the time. Now, by writing these down, I want you to then use that in your content creation on social media, because what's going to happen then is in your storytelling, when you create your posts on Facebook, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be tapping into the pains and struggles that the conversations have highlighted. And then when you're doing your posts on Facebook, those people, which is your target audience, are going to read your post about a pain or struggle and how you're able to help overcome that. They're going to read that, or they're going to listen to a Facebook Live, and they're going to feel like you're personally talking to them. When you start to get messages of people reaching out and saying, I read your post today and I felt like you were talking to me. I watched your Facebook Live today and I felt like that message was for me. That is when you've got that real pull, where you've got the right marketing strategy in front of the right audience. Then the sales just come easily, because all you're doing is getting the right message in front of the right people. But if you're posting daily on Facebook things like just quotes, you know, just random things because you think, well, everyone else is doing that, so I must do that. No, you want to do something completely different. Don't follow the masses. Follow what's right. Follow people that are getting results, that are living the lifestyle that you desire and achieving the results that you want. And then look at what they're doing. Don't follow the masses, because if you take the M away, what are they? They're the asses. So you want to be following people that have got the results. Look at what they're doing, look at how they post, but then use it to always be telling a story where you are seen as that go-to person that people think, well, Sarah Louise is going to be able to help me, John's going to be able to help me, you know, Louise is going to be able to help me because I saw her on a poster, and that's what I'm struggling with. You know, if people talk about not being able to spend time with the family and friends and you do a post about it, you know, do you put a picture up of you out with your family and friends and then you talk about how grateful you are, link it back into your business and then say, you know, I'm so grateful today of being able to, you know, go and see my auntie for the afternoon. We've been my own boss. I haven't had to take the day off work because I can still answer my messages on my phone. It's a powerful post because people are going to think, oh, I wish I could do that. But it's just the way you're wording it. Always try and just lead with a story. I don't mean a novel, I mean 2 or 3 lines, sometimes a small paragraph, but you're going to connect with people here and here far more. And that's then what starts to build up a following on your social media, because people then think she's so inspirational or he's so motivational, but just posting quotes isn't going to get people to feel you in here. They need to see those stories. They need to be able to read and feel like they're connected to you. And the biggest pull of all is your transformational story. So people come to me all the time and say, I've watched you for the last 12 months, I can't believe how much you've grown, how much you've changed. And sometimes I forget how far I've come until I see my timeline, you know, where it shows you your memories from like a year ago, and look at my videos, I'm like, oh my god, they're so embarrassing. I'm like, and I'm cringing, but then in a way I think, wow, it just goes to show how far I've come. And back then I thought they were okay, but then when I look at them I'm like, oh my god, they're awful. But then it makes you realise how far you've come in 12 months. Then I think, wow, in another 12 months I'm going to come even further. So think of that. You are your own transformational story. So the story that you lead with now is going to be different in 12 months. The people you're helping, their success stories are going to start to be incorporated into you and your brand. You're going to be able to start talking about the people that you've helped, the lives that you've changed, and then their success stories. So all these stories you're telling are going to keep evolving all the time, but only if you keep moving forward. Only if you take action, you keep moving forward yourself. If you've got yourself, just to finish off now, but if you've got yourself into a rut where you're not making any sales, you're not getting any sign-ups, and you feel disheartened, but you spent X amount of money to join a business, don't rule out that business as being, you know, not the right business. You have to reignite that fire in your belly on a daily basis. You have to wake up and think, right, today I'm going to do something before I go to bed that's going to have a positive impact on my future. If you do that 30 days in a month, every single day, you'll find by the end of the 30 days that you've started to get new habits forming. And rather than focusing on everybody else on, say, Facebook and looking at the success they're having, the results they're having, or their engagement on the posts, and you think, why don't I have that? Stop focusing on what everyone else is doing and put all that time and energy and effort into what you're doing, because the more you're focusing on them, that's not helping you in your business. You're not growing. It's going to cause you to feel overwhelmed because you're going to think, well, I'm nothing like them. Then it's going to cause you to procrastinate even more, and you're not going to do anything. So push out all the noise from everybody else. Find maybe 1 or 2 people that you really admire on social media and think about why you admire them. What is it that makes you connect with them? What is it? Their pictures? Is it their videos? Is it their posts? Is it the way they talk to you? Is it how they make you feel? Think about what it is, and then literally mirror that with your own personality added into it, because success leaves clues, and the best possible thing you can do is mirror somebody else, but bring your own personality into it. So not copy and pasting their messages, but think about how their posts make you feel, and then think, right, I'm going to start talking about that more, I'm going to start writing about that more, I'm going to do a video on that because I really enjoyed their video. Take notes from people's videos and recreate them. I say that to people, watch my videos, if you liked it, write notes, recreate it. You're never going to say it in the same exact words. If I recreated this video now, it would never sound the same as this one. So no one's copying. You just got to be inspired by people. But again, use it as part of your story, and you'll find that if you're doing this on a daily basis and you're talking about, you know, some struggles that you've overcome, but always lead with a positive. If something negative has happened in your life or in your day, you can talk about it, but, and I mean but, only if you've overcome it and you've got something positive to say. Nobody comes on Facebook to read drama and negativity. Everyone's got enough shit going on in their own life to then come on and have to read about yours. So always make sure that if something bad's happened, that you talk about how you've overcome it, because that is then what makes you inspiring to people to think, well, I've had a crap day as well. But by reading that post, it's shown me that, you know, she can do it, or give some helpful tips of how to overcome something. They're going to then look forward to your next post, and then that's what builds up your brand. And incorporating your story into your brand is what people remember you for. No one's going to remember you for the health products you were selling or the course you were selling. People are going to remember you for your brand of how you make people feel and the impact that you have on people's lives on a daily basis. And remember, Facebook has 2 billion people on there. You're never going to run out of people to talk to. So think about who you want to be, who you want to become, and why. And then you need to try and find people that... Sorry, there's a big wasp. You need to find people that are just like who you want to be, as opposed to people that are just like who you are now. Sorry, like a nervous wreck. Got stung at the weekend and it hurt like mad. I don't want another one. So you need to find people that are just like who you want to be, and you want to try and get people that are better than you to join your business. Always try and scale up. So rather than trying to fix broke people and poor mindset people, try and find the best possible people with that get up and go and that hungry success attitude, because they're far easier to work with than people that you've got to kind of like nurture and motivate on a daily basis. So I hope there's been, you know, some helpful tips for you to take away, you know, in this video. By all means, if you put the @sign, you can tag anybody into this video because my profile is public. You can also click the share button at the bottom, put it up to your page, business page, a group, or your profile. And if you want to send this video directly to somebody, if you go into the top right hand corner where there's 3 dots, if you click on it, it brings a drop down option. If you go to the bottom one where it says copy link, then what it does is it enables you to copy the link. You can either send it like to your email list, because I'm not pitching a product, I'm here to literally just give some helpful tips. You can send it into somebody in Messenger, which the Facebook algorithm love. If you're seen to be sharing videos, it's a massive thumbs up in the Facebook algorithm, because they see that you're providing value to people, so it will actually boost you in the news feed. So that's another little algorithm hack there. You can send it to people in WhatsApp, you can send it wherever you want, but it's sometimes handy to have the actual link as opposed to just sharing the video directly onto your profile. So that's it. Have a great day everybody, and I'll be back tomorrow with another Facebook Live. Take care. Bye.